I'm having problems with the MTN network. I am actually, the MTN network. I don't know whether now I've come back inside the house. I don't know whether it is going to be better this time. So for everyone who was watching, I hope you can get back on again. I haven't ended this. I haven't ended the broadcast. Now, so where is everybody? Where is everybody? Everybody, please come back. See what MTN has done to me. Anyhow, we're talking plurals, irregular plurals. And there's person, people, series is series, sheep is sheep. Interestingly, the plural of sister is sister. Thank you, Julie, for coming back on. I don't know this network, the MTN network is just trying to. They look for, not my trouble, they look for another person trouble. Thank you, Julie, for coming back on. Now, the plural of sister, interestingly, is sistren. I think, but it is in ancient use, so you also have sistren and sisters. Syllabus, syllabi. Olanrewaju, thank you so much for coming back on this network. Now I'm back inside the house. I hope it will work properly this time and not tell me it's trying to reconnect again. So sister, plural of sister is sistren or sisters. Then stratum, straight away talking about strata in society. Stratum is the singular form of the plural form strata. Then you have series. Series is series, it doesn't change. Phenomenon is phenomena. Medium is media. You have curriculum, which is curricula, plural. Then appendix, appendices. Memorandum, memoranda. Aircraft is aircraft. That one doesn't change at all. So it's not aircrafts, because you know us Nigerians, we like putting S and ES, because the English people, when they start something, they put S. So we like to put S everywhere. So these are weird plural words. Now, before this thing starts messing up again, I would like to talk about our word of the day. Our word for today is excoriate. Excoriate. Hello, how are you not back on? Hello is supposed to be back on. Lana, why you tell Hello to get back on? She's supposed to call back onto this broadcast. Now, our word of the day is excoriate. Excoriate. It's spelled E-X-C-O-R-I-A-T-E. Excoriate. And it means to criticize someone severely. When you're criticizing someone severely, it is you are excoriating that person. And it also means to strip off or remove the skin from something. Spaghetti is plural of spaghetto. That means the plural of ghetto is. It's possible, you know, these English people. If spaghetti is the plural of spaghetto, and confetti is the plural of confetto, it then follows that the plural of ghetto is getty. But you might be surprised to discover that the plural of ghetto might just be ghettos. Anyhow, we're talking about our word of the day, and the word of the day is excoriate. Excoriate, and it's spelled. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, excoriate. Excoriate. I don't think I'm getting this thing right. What have I done now? I'm not holding it right. Okay, let's go this way. Excoriate. Excoriate. E-X-C-O-R-I-A-T-A. And excoriate means to criticize someone severely. So if someone has done something and you are being very harsh in your criticisms, then you are excoriating that person. It's pronounced excoriate. Excoriate. Excoriate is our word of the day, and it means to criticize someone severely. All the people who came on before, okay. Benjamin Akintoday, thank God. Benjamin. Anyway, Benjamin is watching from Abuja. Great Toastmaster. Good to have you on the show today. We're talking about weird plurals that irregular plurals. We'll be talking about different kinds of plurals. The broadcast was on, and then MTN cut me off, and I had to get back on again. And I've lost almost all the people who were on the first. I guess they got tired of the broadcast. Anyway, I hope you don't get tired. Thank you, Olanrewaju, for coming back. Thank you, Judith Sopotie, for coming back. And as usual, I like giving a quote. I like giving a quote which should inspire and encourage. Like for people who want to write, this quote should be interesting for you. It says, writing comes from reading, and reading is the finest teacher of how to write. And this quote is from Annie Proulx. Edna Ann Proulx is an American novelist, short story writer, and journalist. She's 82 years old and has won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction and the U.S. National Book Award for Fiction. So she says, writing comes from reading, and reading is the finest teacher of how to write. My sister-in-law is always talking about how she wants to write. So Alanowaju, I'm glad you have written your book and your book is out. That should encourage her. But we also know that this is a platform that encourages reading. That's why it's called Verses and Paragraphs and everything in between. So our quote from a powerful woman today is, writing comes from reading, and reading is the finest teacher of how to write. Sadiat Igile, you are welcome. Thanks for joining this broadcast. I think Sadiat is watching from Abuja. Today we're talking about irregular words that have plurals, and we have discovered that the plural spaghetti is the plural of spaghetto, and confetti is the plural of confetto, and beef, the meat that we eat, the plural of beef is beeves, and it's spelled B-E-E-V-E-S. I didn't know that beef had a plural before. I'm just learning that beef had a plural. We're talking about plurals that end in O, and you add just an S or ES, like potato, potatoes, tomato, tomatoes. We have some words that end in I when they are pluralized, like syllabus, you have syllabi. Fungus, you have fungi. Stimulus, you have stimuli. And then there are those which end in, either they end in F or in an F sound, and then we change them to V. For instance, life and lives, wife, wives, knife, knives, shelf and shelves. And then some, the internal vowel is changed when it's pluralized, like man, men, mouse, mice, foot, feet, tooth, teeth. And then there are also those tricky words like attorney general. Plural of attorney general is attorneys general. Plural of sister-in-law is sisters-in-law. Thank you, Ehi, for coming back on. I had some problems with my connection. Thank you for coming back on. And then you have coat of arms. The plural of coat of arms is coats of arms. And these are tricky plurals. Then we have sister-in-law. You have sisters-in-law. And then, strangely enough, there's the plural of sister, which some people are saying is sistren. So when people are saying that plural of brothers is brethren, and some people are saying sistren, it's not a joke. It's actually true, although it is no longer in use. Well, it could see, but if you talk about it, it still goes. So, but the plural of sisters could be sistren or sisters. The plural of brothers, brethren, or brothers. And then when you're talking about nephews and nieces collectively, you're talking about your nibblings. Just like you're talking about your brothers and sisters and you call them your siblings, so also when you talk about your nephews and nieces, they're your nibblings. And then we've learned that the plural of beef is beeves, B-E-E-V-E-S. And opera, those of us who like going to listen to an opera, is actually the plural of opus, O-P-U-S, opus. Then you have biceps and bicepses, octopus, octopuses. Then bacterium, bacterii, datum, datae, focus, foci. Siblings and nibblings, yes. Your siblings are your brothers and sisters, and your nibblings are your nephews and nieces. So Amy and Josh and Nathan are my nibblings. They are my nibblings. So Eloh's children are my nibblings. And they're talking about offspring. The plural of offspring is offspring. Then I was talking about, I started off talking about, people don't know when to use youth or youths. Now, when you're talking about youth in a countable sense, when you're talking about different youth, then you can use the word youths. For instance, 5 different youths received an award for good behavior. But when you're talking about them in a general sense, the youth of today, they love the internet. They have fantastic internet savvy. So that's the difference when you're talking about youth. When you want to pluralize youth, you can either pluralize them when you're talking about in general sense, but when you're counting and you're talking about when the noun is countable, then you can pluralize it. Hippopotamus, of course, everybody knows is hippopotami. Appendix, appendices. Memorandum, memoranda. Aircraft is aircraft. And then our word for today once more is excoriate. Excoriate. Excoriate is to criticize someone severely. I need to hold this thing up properly. Let me see if I hold the hair good. Excoriate. Excoriate is EXCORIATA, and it is to criticize someone severely. If someone has done something wrong or bad, or you are berating the person, you are excoriating the person. And then excoriate also is when you want to remove the skin. Like for instance, when you are falling, and when you fall and you scrape your hand or your knees on the ground, then the skin has been excoriated, or you excoriated yourself. Now, other people refuse to come back on, but for those of you who came back on, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your coming back on. Thank you, Sadia. Thank you, Ehi. Thank you, Olanrewaju and Julie Sobote, watching all the way from the United States of America. I guess I have to end this broadcast now. I'm so glad you all joined in. For those of you who will be watching this broadcast after it's over, if you want to watch more, you tune into my YouTube channel. Just type my name, Irumena Amata, and my YouTube channel will come on. And after that word, you still go to my Facebook page, because I'll still be talking about I'll still put a post of some of these things that we have done. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Let's make it another date tomorrow. I guess I'll be on tomorrow, even though it's Good Friday. I may or may not. If I'm not going to come on, then I'll talk about it. Anyhow, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and you have yourselves a rest pleasant of the day, whether you're in Nigeria, America, or in Glasgow. Thank you so much. Bye.